If you're thinking of renovating your basement, I am here to answer your questions. So if you are renovating your basement, add recessed lights to the ceiling to brighten up a dark space. Always put your outlets on dimmers to manage the intensity, and choose bulbs with warm, relaxing colors that are more yellow between the 2007 to 3000K. We want your basement to be inviting, and the lighting is a huge factor for that. If renovating is not an option, add accent lamps or floor lamps that spread light all around the room. In other words, choose lampshade materials that are more translucent that allow the light to circulate everywhere, such as glass or porcelain. Before choosing a material for your basement floor, you'll first need to prepare the subfloor. Be sure to properly insulate it, and this will ensure comfort, but it will also reduce the risks of humidity. In terms of flooring options, consider your needs and materials viability. So for example, let's try to avoid hardwood floors in basements because they absorb moisture and water. But if you're set on having the hardwood look, you can consider commercial vinyl or laminate that are completely waterproof. The advantage of these materials is that if you do have water infiltration in the basement, they can be saved and reused. Ceramic floors in a basement are durable. However, you're going to have a heated floor underneath it, otherwise you'll always have cold feet. But if the water infiltrates underneath the tile or in the subfloor, you'll still have to demolish everything, and it could be very costly. If you are considering an epoxy floor, they're great, but again, you might need a heated floor for better comfort. Keep in mind to work with a very experienced and knowledgeable company for this type of installation, or else the epoxy with moisture could flake off, so just be careful. For basements, I recommend using light and bright colors as much as possible. You want to keep it beautiful, luminous environment with soft, welcoming colors. On the other hand, dark colors are best for creating movie rooms, for example. So to create a hushed effect, we recommend painting the walls and ceilings the same color. Dark gray is a great option. Support beams in a basement can often be in the way and hard to work with. When arranging your layout, consider the location of the beams and plan around them accordingly. For example, you can strategically place your furniture to create corridors so you can have an easier access. You can also build a decorative or a storage element around the beam to hide it, but if you're going for this option, be sure you consider it on plans first. It often serves as a centerpiece of the room. To make your basement more inviting, create zones. So to do this, arrange your furniture so that it creates clear, separate areas. And for instance, you can place the sofas in the center of the room instead of always putting them along a wall. So that's a good option. Rugs always have a cozy aspect and create a distinct area, so you could use those too. How about adding a bar? The basement will become the gathering space for your parties, and yes, bars and basements are back. Choose colors that inspire you and put as much love into the basement's decor as you would in the rest of your home. Oh, and one last thing, hang some family photos. You have to personalize the basement, and that's what's going to make you want to be there more. It might be challenging to add a bathroom in the basement if the plumbing isn't already there, but yes, it can be done. It is easier to do it if the concrete slab is exposed, or else you have to remove the floor, and one way or the other you have to dig and install the new drain. Quick tip, if it's possible, try to place your new bathroom in the basement somewhere where you have plumbing up above, so near a kitchen, a laundry room, or another bathroom, for example. This will really reduce the cost of plumbing. According to code, to have a bedroom in the basement, you must have a window that is large enough for an adult to go through in case of emergency. So the opening must be a minimum of 3.75 square feet and a minimum height of 15 inches. And for the ceiling, the minimum height is 83 inches. Other important factors to consider for your own comfort include insulating the room against cold and humidity, as well as soundproofing. This will not only reduce the noise coming from above, but also the sound coming from below, especially if you have teenagers. The livable space for a bedroom in the basement is a minimum of 120 square feet, but make sure you consider the space for the wardrobe as well. Thank you for your questions, and as always, wishing you a happy, easy renovation.